Oh, yeah.
Ad Astra.
Got to pee? Anyone got to pee?
Nope,
Astra.
I just did. I peed my shit out, so.
Peed my shit out of my dick.
Oh,
The battery has enough to do this because we recorded for a fucking hour. Looks good to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Right?
No.
Nope. Can't see.
It looks
Nope,
bad.
blurry as fuck.
Bad as always.
Get down with the sickness.
Hello, everybody.
With the sickness.
We know you missed us. We missed being here. We are the Fellowship. Brian, Clem, Talon, as always. And we're here to review Ad Astra. A very unique movie.
My biggest complaint about it is that we didn't go see Rambo instead.
Plus full spoilers, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Nothing fucking
If you're offended, you've come to
Nothing
the right
happens.
place.
And if you're offended, yes. So let's just start with the orgy.
I really don't
part.
know how to feel about this movie.
Okay. The orgy with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie
Oh, man.
and the aliens.
And the aliens.
And Tommy Lee Jones.
And Liv Tyler. That was
And Liv Tyler.
That was awesome.
And
That
Steven
was
Tyler.
fantastic.
Especially-
A+. Oh my gosh, cinematography! Holy shit!
That act-
the way the camera was angled right at
On the
his
cock?
asshole.
It moved with
gosh.
them. The camera moved with them. And the monkey was holding the camera.
Man,
I
Damn.
forgot about
man.
the monkey part, actually.
Did you really? Okay, let's really get
He
into
said
it.
nothing happened.
Let's really get into it.
Okay, there was no orgy and it was a bummer. But I thought that was an alien until I saw the full face.
Which
The
what?
fucking baboon.
The
Oh, the baboon. Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, there's a monkey in space. I'm like, oh yeah, they did that. They are
To
still
break
doing
down the groundwork of what this movie was about, we should start doing
it.
this.
Okay. Okay.
The
Baboons
story
aside.
is Brad Pitt is an astronaut. The world is all fucked up or something, kind of. Doesn't ever say, really.
He sees no point in living.
And he's like, bummer. He's like not hyped on Liv Tyler, which I wouldn't be at this age anyway either.
I wouldn't be
She's looking withered.
I wouldn't be if she was in the movie as much as she was in the
She's
movie.
looking shiver me withered. And,
I thought she looked good.
Okay. But he has to go on a mission to find his father because his dad went on a mission to Neptune or some fuck, and he accidentally is doing like radiation fucking solar flares into the black matter, and it's like fucking up the world.
they are-
randomly or
they are-
something.
Good job, Clem.
And so he has to go
explain
find
it.
him.
Let me-
No, don't cheat. That's.
Let me take
Tell me
over.
it's different.
I will
Tell me
right
it's
now.
different than that. You're
It
gonna
is
tell me some
different.
fucking feathery bullshit.
In the near future, the solar system is being struck by mysterious power surges of unknown
That's
origin,
what I just said.
threatening all humankind. I didn't hear that at all.
I just said that
I didn't
at the
hear it.
end.
I was searching
Because he was
stuff.
throwing
I
solar
literally
flares
didn't hear
into the black hole. That's what I said. You weren't listening.
After surviving an incident on an
The
immense
incident
space
doesn't matter, by the way.
Titanic caused by one of these surges, Major Roy
Incident.
McBride, son of famed pioneering astronaut Clifford McBride, has informed U.S. Space
Clifford the
Command
Big Red
that
Dog.
the source of the surges have been traced to the Lima project.
Lima.
Wow,
Lima
this is a
project.
feathery way of saying what I already said.
Might have to agree.
of the search for intelligent life from the farthest regions of the solar system under Clifford's
Neptune.
leadership.
Like I said.
But nothing had been heard for 16 years after they reached.
Neptune. Was it Neptune?
Yeah.
Yeah! Yes!
A space command officer informs Roy that they believe Clifford may be still alive. And he is tasked with the mission of traveling to Mars to try and establish
I was about
communication
to say all
with him.
this too.
Roy accepts his mission and is joined by an old associate of his father's, Colonel Pruitt.
For 5 minutes.
Anyway,
Okay, so
basically exactly what Clem said, but not at all.
really feathery.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was.
You remember that scene in Casino?
Hold on. Yeah. Which one? Which scene in Casino?
Alright, you remember that scene in Casino where Joe Pesci talks Sharon Stone into sucking his dick? And she does?
He doesn't talk. He grabs her fucking head and shoves it down.
That's what I'm talking
He doesn't
about.
say a
That's
word.
the
They
talk.
get in
That's
the
the
car.
talk.
That's
They
it.
get in the car and he goes. That's exactly. And then she's like,
She was
okay.
into it. She's like, alright.
Okay. That's how you
That's
were
how
with
good this movie was.
Oh, okay.
It was just down to fuck, man.
Alright.
No,
I wasn't
it wasn't though.
I wasn't expecting it to be what it was. It gave me some.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay.
Two things.
Two things.
Three things, but two things.
Lots of things.
Some things. Here we go.
Or different things.
Brad Pitt did outstanding. I really liked Brad Pitt in this movie.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
The visuals were fantastic. I loved the visuals
Beautiful.
of this movie.
Sounded
The
great.
Sound was amazing.
the story and everything else was pretty empty.
The story was Apocalypse Now in space.
I
That got that vibe. It was trying to be Apocalypse Now. It was trying to be Interstellar with the cutesy
totally.
fathers.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I was like, I don't care.
And that's the thing. I almost
I
feel
don't
like
care
if
about
that
their
monkey part
relationship
didn't
at all.
happen, or if the movie was cut back a little bit, it actually would have been overall a more thrilling
that
movie.
monkey part was gobbledygook.
But the monkey part was like
It was kind of cool.
It was cool, but it was pointless as Christ.
yeah, exactly. It's like it was. I guess it was just
Pointless as Christ.
it was thrown in the movie just so randomly. Like there's all this
Okay, you know I know why that's in the movie? Because this movie got delayed a lot, and people watched it like, Jesus Christ, this is gonna put old people into a coma.
That just sucks.
That's
Throw
so
a
weird.
I
bloodthirsty
guess-
monkey in there just to give us some fucking
Just be what
something.
you wanted to be instead of like trying to spruce it up. Honestly, because I would have been more into it if the monkey thing wasn't in it, or if the
father-son thing was taken out of it. I don't think it should have been
wait, what?
father-son.
I'm okay with the father-son thing.
I was not.
That was good.
That was the whole. That
was
was. I feel like
touching.
that was
He
kind of
hasn't
the
seen
whole
his
point.
dad for 30 years. And he has that connect. He has no connection with him.
Well, that's the thing is, it's
But
more
he's
of
like, I
it's-
love my father. You don't even know this motherfucker.
But it's all in his head, right? It's the memory of him, right? The 30
that,
years
but I just-
waiting for him.
I thought for
I
sure,
didn't like that it was.
like when immediately Tommy Lee Jones comes into the picture, and he's like, I didn't think about you. I didn't care about
I
your
love
mom.
that. I actually.
At that moment, I'm like,
That
he's
was
being
cool.
he's being very aggressive.
I didn't think about you at all.
Because mentally-
I was like,
Because that was like the first fucking thing he said.
It was.
He's like, "Hey, is that you? I didn't
was.
care about you at all." It's like, Jesus Christ.
That's
well, then that tear goes down his eye. That was good.
That
It was good.
It was.
It's just the whole movie. We're hearing the voiceover, you know, and he's commentating shit the whole time. He already has an insecurity about his dad. So when Tommy Lee Jones immediately attacked, like, I don't give a fuck. I thought for sure maybe he was going crazy, and they're gonna give us one of those endings where where he hallucinated everything.
Yeah.
Who's still losing his mind on the ship and he just got lost.
Or
inside.
I thought for sure.
Tommy Lee Jones. I actually thought it was gonna be Tommy Lee Jones's vision.
But then what they did do with it was not very good. When they were like trying to escape it together, it was just it was annoying.
The fact that you just
it was
let him
annoying to me.
Go was a little anticlimactic.
The fact that Tommy Lee Jones sat on that fucking spaceship
30 years
for fucking years and years,
think about just
and then
jumping
immediately he's just like, I gotta go. Like, you never thought about doing that ever before? It's like, whoa, you can come out here.
He was
Is this
presented
an option?
that realization when he saw his, like, there's other life out there except
There wasn't though.
Okay,
which I
spoiler.
love.
Spoiler. Oh my god.
There's no aliens at all.
We're dwindling.
There are space pirates though, which was fucking the best part of the
That
movie.
was fucking way cool.
Which they should. It should have been
all about the space pirates.
It should have been fucking. God damn it. Jack
Ice
Sparrow.
Pirates. Ooh. That's what
Can you
got fired.
imagine? Can you imagine
Like-
if he pulled off his helmet and was like, "Arr, I'm gonna get you,
And
scoundrels," and then
legitimately would not have surprised me.
Pulls out his pocket watch.
Here,
or
my
his compass.
this movie was Blade Runner 2049 to me.
It was awesome.
I appreciated it way more than I enjoyed it.
okay,
I like that though.
okay.
Blade Runner 2049, fantastic movie.
True.
I fell asleep.
Oh,
When we saw it in
well.
theaters, and I was just like, because it was just like, oh man.
I fucking
And this
loved it.
movie, I seriously was
24
falling
minutes,
asleep.
amazing.
I don't hate this movie at all. I really like this movie, but I appreciate way more about it than what I like about it. I totally get why this got pushed off. People aren't going to watch this. Want to watch this. People are going to watch this and be like, "Woo." I think Talon was the youngest person in that movie theater.
How old are you? How the fuck old are you?
19?
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck am I doing there?
We're 30. You fucking little bitch over there. Not you.
God damn.
I'm not 19.
But that was where I was. I was just like, I appreciate this more. I don't ever want to watch this again.
Really?
I don't ever want to sit and watch this again. I get it. There's no deeper meaning.
Okay.
There's no deeper
I
thought
just
to
had
it.
this-
It looks cool. It's a good vibe-ish, but it was just like long stretched out, just like
Okay.
this is the whole movie.
Two things from what you just said that kind of branch off and things that I do definitely want to talk about. One, Do you guys just feel like movies overall are just way too fucking long these days?
No. How can we say
movie
that?
wasn't very long.
How can we say that when TV series
How
are
long was
12
it?
hours?
I want to know how long was it?
2 hours including credits.
Okay,
2
so
hours
about
and
an
2
hour
minutes.
Oh,
fifty.
that's
About an hour
exactly what I'm saying. How?
Take out the monkey part.
No, yeah, but hour and a half movies are so goddamn crisp.
Hour
I
and a half.
love long movies.
Honest, actually,
If
going
it has
into this,
something to say,
going into this, seeing that it was this like space epic-ish
That's
type
the other
thing,
thing.
and I saw how it was only 2 hours. I was actually scared by that because I was like, "You're not going to be able to develop anything I appreciate and care about in 2 hours when it's like a big space epic thing." People talk shit on Interstellar a lot. I got
Which is a good movie, too.
so much more out of that.
Okay,
it was like
and that's
3
the thing.
hours, and there was so much more to take from that and appreciate from that. And I feel like this guy saw Interstellar. He's like, I liked that a lot, and a lot of it
tried to do
felt
the same
really
stuff.
milked
Yeah,
from
yeah.
that.
Another thing I want to take.
though.
Oh, another thing. Sci-fi movies. They're about what is like. They're about what we don't know about.
Yeah.
Right. They're about going beyond.
Yeah.
You take a western or a thriller or any other type of movie out there.
Right.
We know because it's reality, right?
Yeah.
It's happened. We've seen it. Blah blah blah. But the telling of something that's beyond, something that we don't know, that's the thing that really gets me with sci-fi movies.
Yeah. Right.
Is like all these different interpretations or all these different ideas. Is like even the monkey part is like, okay, cool. Not the most tasteful thing to do in this movie for sure, but cool. Good job.
One
Just trying to
thing-
do random things out of the box, right? Interstellar.
Very realistic though.
Yeah,
That was one thing I can give this movie. I appreciate that it never went to black holes, time travel, space trips, aliens.
Right.
It was just like, oh,
realistic,
this is just real.
very to the
Like,
close
this
to the
could be
chest.
very real.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Like this could be something we actually do in the
Yeah.
future.
One thing I really liked and one thing that stood out that I didn't like. I loved, because we haven't seen it before, I liked how people just lived on the moon. People just lived on fucking It was cool. I'm
I've
like,
seen
oh
that.
wow.
I've seen that
They're
in
just,
every movie.
They're just colonizing and it's no big deal. It's like... it
See,
felt
that was
like
kind of a
ride.
problem for me.
I thought it was kind of
The
cool.
movie just like was happening, was just like,
Wasn't really
Yeah,
explaining.
throws
what's
you in.
happening.
like
Yeah,
what
yeah.
is like what happened to the Earth?
Like the dog on
How?
Mars.
Why is there
Why
an
the fuck is that
Applebee's
dog
on the
on the
moon? Why is there an Applebee's on the moon? That was fucking dumb. Did you see that?
There's a subway.
There was probably a Subway too.
Jesus, no, I didn't.
when he goes into the moon and they're landing,
Right.
there's an Applebee's. I was like,
Product placement. You gotta fucking endorse your film.
yeah, but like, I need more to care.
But what...
Yeah, but Applebee's.
I know. 'cause
Applebee's?
at least Chili's for Christ's sake.
Jesus, something. Red Robin. God damn. Applebee's.
They're struggling.
Who goes to Applebee's anymore?
On the
Anyways,
moon,
fuck.
especially.
God damn.
I go there when I'm
Okay,
contemplating
what did you?
suicide.
What was the thing that you didn't like?
I go fishing when I contemplate suicide. All right, go
He
ahead.
goes fishing, I go to Applebee's. But what I didn't
I
like...
just kill myself.
Damn.
I'm still with us.
He's still with
I
us.
never contemplate suicide.
It sounds
If
like
I
you-
did, I would do it.
Sounds like you go to Applebee's then, dude. You're still here.
Sounds like you go fishing.
What did you not like about Ad Astra?
That one part where
When
like,
he
hey,
murdered 3 people
no, that was cool.
for no reason?
He didn't murder them.
Kind of.
Shh,
If it wasn't
no.
for him, they'd be alive today.
Well, they're all. That transition was kind of eerie to me. Like they're all pals, and it made a point to show that. Like they're all fucking around with the pills, and they're all fucking around with the water. You hear me out? And it showed like this fun side to that little crew, right? Dude gets his fucking face and hand eaten off by a monkey. And then they're kind of sad. They show up to Mars, and then like when he's getting detained, and they just like walk past and don't fucking acknowledge him. He's like, "Hey, Captain." I was like, "What the
Was it
fuck's
weird?
going
Why
on?"
though?
Did everybody
Why did they do
he
that?
touched, everybody not everybody, but basically everybody he had a connection with, they all died.
Good, except for Liv Tyler, she didn't die. But then again, he didn't
I
have.
don't
a
think
Well,
connection.
that's the thing, you never-
I don't think they ever touched though.
No, they're all face good.
But you never know. But that's the thing, you never know.
I think it was
what
fucking
happened
earlier
with
on that bet.
Hold up. I guess all I'm saying is, everybody he touched, it was kind of going back to like his dad and his mom, right? Like,
Yeah.
like he just was living that life that he was more comfortable with absolutely nobody in space than he was with his own dad or like his own.
But his dad was the same way.
But then he all got
Exactly.
When he
No,
was
no,
by
totally.
himself in space, so he lost his mind.
I think the parallels.
Did he though?
When he was floating around. and stuff?
I felt like at the end of it, it was trying to make a point that he actually had his mind. Because in the end, he still flies back. He still takes off that panel and goes through the
Which is
fucking
awesome.
comet thing, and it's just
I
like,
like that. Yeah.
and it's like he still had enough there to do all that shit. It's like Jesus, like he was a fucking trooper.
The thing I didn't like, I still didn't say it.
Yeah, he's
that one part where
to know.
the dude's like, he's
so. Anyways, that was the end of the podcast.
done.
Just kidding.
Was when they get the distress call before the monkey attack, and the dude's like, yeah, he's scared. We're all scared. Blah blah blah. I'm like, if you're a fucking astronaut and you're scared, like he's getting psych evaluations every 10 minutes. This movie, this guy's like, I got a bad feeling.
He failed.
No, that was fine.
I was like,
it was stressful. This movie kind of reminded me how I felt when I watched
stressful.
When I watched Mother.
Yeah.
I was stressed.
Go ahead.
Oh no, don't.
But what I'm getting at is just that's the one thing that stood out was that dude being a little bitch. I'm like, you're a fucking astronaut flying this $1 billion spaceship.
Couldn't even land it.
And you couldn't land it.
Brad Pitt had to land it for you.
And all he did was this.
You know how hard that is, by the way?
See what I did there?
Jesus Christ.
I'm
You
not
should be an
gonna
astronaut. Jesus. Holy God.
That's just from jerking off. That's why I'm so good at it.
They were dealing with things they haven't really dealt with, though, I guess. But
okay.
how do you, in the future, can you murder 3 people and commandeer a spaceship and go have a drink with your ex-wife girlfriend?
He didn't murder them.
Obviously, that's
he stabbed that motherfucker in the chest.
No, he stabbed him in the leg.
The movie was trying to make a point that anything goes in the future.
Okay. But it didn't, though. Except for that part. That was great when that girl just, like, they just took off. She's like, whoa, fuck!
Yeah,
and nothing like that ever happened again. I was like,
what I wonder
God?
is when he exploded the monkey. Like, what did he do?
Yeah, he was getting off the pressure.
Oh, I thought he was going to, like, suck it out alien style.
Off the pressure.
No, that's what I thought they was going to do, and then he blew up, and I was like, way more happy with that.
Yeah, the pressure was cool.
I think this movie was very undercooked.
I think it was good.
Okay.
I think it was good, too, but I think it was undercooked. This could have been a great, epic movie.
Claustrophobic. Like you guys were saying. Stressful.
Yeah, it was stressful.
The whole fucking movie is him in something. Yeah. It's like the only time he's not is when he's on Earth for a second. And it kind of... Okay, I don't want to get all too out there and crazy, but what I got from this movie is like... What's it going to be like when my son's older? Like, where are they going to be in space when my son is like
people
older?
In spaceships and taking them over,
or
for nothing,
or his son, or his. It's just like it made me think like because like we said before, this movie was actually kind of a realistic take on what we would probably do as a society, as a people, putting Applebee's on moon, have a dog on Mars.
That's the most unrealistic thing in this whole movie.
But he brought it up,
and it's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Brad Pitt said it. Brad Pitt said it. He's like, they're doing the same thing here that they're doing.
Right. He fucking.
I like when he said that. Yeah. Like, they're just fucking up everywhere they go.
But I guess.
Mars
not to be too big, but it was just like, man, this made me really actually think kind of outside of like, where's my son gonna be when like they land on Mars, or like, or is he even gonna, or is it gonna be after him, or is it, you know what I mean, or is it gonna be in my lifetime or whatever? Like it just, it kind of made me think more out. Like, wow, this is.
That's why I wish they would have embraced that more.
And instead of trying to be like half Hollywood movie, half like psychological.
I think that's exactly
movie.
why this movie got delayed and everything, because they didn't know what they were doing.
Because it was a psychological movie.
It was probably
and it was boring as hell, and everybody didn't like it. And they were like, throw a monkey in there, and it's gonna fucking spice. Throw a monkey and Applebee's in there, it's gonna spice the hell out of this movie.
Make a monkey eat someone's face.
Yeah,
and I'm telling you, the whole forced trying to pull my heartstrings with his dad and him relationship should have been cut out.
I'd like
because if it had just been if they had developed it more and brought more of that out, I would have cared more.
The point. I feel like that was the point. Is like he has been not seen his dad for 30 years.
He's detached from everything.
And for him to see his dad and go, "I love you," was kind of almost empty. It was like to me, I was like,
yes, I do like that. But then when he had to like make the decision to unhook him and all that, like it just I don't care. Unhook him. He's being a fucking bitch. Yeah. Like all of it, and just like that's his driving force is his dad. Like, worked in some points and didn't work sometimes.
Yeah.
At some points, it's just like I'm just so curious to like confront my father. At other points, it's like I care about my dad.
He was curious enough to. He was curious enough to put 3 people's lives in danger, and they all ended up dying.
All of them.
Immediately. Well, the one guy shot the can and killed himself.
He killed everybody.
Idiot.
The dude who shot the can killed everybody.
So. Anyway, did you guys ever watch The Tree of Life?
Yes. It felt like The Tree of Life mixed with Apocalypse Now mixed with Interstellar.
Wow.
And
I like that. Okay.
That's what I was going to say, damn it.
Holes 2.
And I fucking hated the Tree of Life. So
Holes 2.
You hated it?
I fucking hated that movie.
Oh, that's
Wait,
good.
whoa.
If they had made a whole movie about Brad Pitt with his family, that would have been a beautiful movie. And all the gobbly fucking gook between was garbage.
That's a movie you
Fucking
have to
stupid.
watch just as a not even
Tree of
character
Life?
development.
Are we talking about Tree of Life?
Tree of Life.
I love that movie.
That movie's amazing.
Great movie.
It's like 3 hours long.
Okay, go
but-
away.
And it starts off with dinosaurs for some
away.
reason.
You like
Sorry.
when Sean Penn's wandering around the ocean, he's like, what?
That's his son.
Sorry, there won't.
I know who it is, but it was stupid.
He's always like,
Sorry, there wasn't Applebee's and baboons.
yeah.
Oh, my life.
No, dude, it gave me Tree of Life,
There's my mom. She's my
Apocalypse Now,
on the beach.
Blade Runner.
Oh, this is so deep and heavy. Dinosaurs. Space is forming. This is so deep and smart. Fuck off.
I
It
wouldn't-
wasn't deep at all.
It was.
I liked it.
I spent $40 on that Blu-ray when it came out.
You loved it, you bought it.
I own it.
The part,
$40.
like I said, the part with Brad Pitt and his family, that was beautiful, perfect example of like life with kids and
It was like
wife and everything. But then all that like floaty bullshit, I can't get
I
on
loved
board
it.
for that. I cannot get on board for that. I hated it. I watched it. I was like,
You know,
alright.
one part in this movie that I did want to bring up too. I can't remember exactly what he said, and I really wanted to remember. But he says something under his breath like twice. He's like, "I know my dad's out there. I know he's out there," or something like that. Like he said it like twice, and it like kind of made a point of that. And I was like, "Wow, that was." Anyway,
It's like
it felt really.
on that ship. And stuff.
No, this was like when he was on Mars, I think. And the girl came and like told him like.
Oh, that girl, man.
She was like, "Oh, like your dad killed my parents, blah blah blah." And then like after, I think it was after that, and he says it twice. He's like, "No, my dad's out there. He's out there. Oh my god, he's out there." And it was like
Christ.
it tried to make it super like, and that part I was like, that was bad.
That's what I'm
Like
saying.
that was
stuff
bad.
with his dad was dumb.
Like they,
That part when that girl like stops and she turns around, the camera goes,
right.
Just walks.
"Oh man."
Pissed off.
What else did I laugh? I laughed at another part like when I shouldn't have laughed.
The baboon.
That was one.
You guys laugh too much during these
And then
movies.
there
I'm
was
like sucked in eating popcorn.
There was another
I'm
one
like,
when
God
I
damn
was
that
like-
baboon.
I don't know. I think it was when he killed 3 people and then commandeered
He
their
didn't.
spaceship.
He
and
tried
then-
to save one and he stabbed one.
Okay, this is, I guess, overall, this is the thing though. I was actually, like you, into the movie. I really
was
was.
good.
No, I was
into
too.
it.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I'm more positive than negative. I'm just.
We'll give our
it was
reviews,
a
but yeah,
frustrating
yeah.
movie because it could have been more.
I agree.
Could have
I
been
agree.
a lot more, and I can totally see why it got delayed.
Like,
because
the
there was
action-
more there.
The action pirate part on the moon.
That was so cool.
But
fantastic.
But it was
Shoots
that
it
was
through the
another
face.
thing that was added. You know, it was added
Probably.
to spice things up, just like the baboon, just like his dad.
I don't know. I feel like I think that pirate part was original because that was way more classy. And
I
like,
think it could have
interesting.
been without the action.
You know
I
what-
guess that's all I'm saying. Is like the explosions, like the
explosion at the end, but like when they were
well,
fighting
even the
them-
gun, even the guns in space. Like I could see them chasing them down,
Yeah.
trying to like bump into them and stuff.
Yeah.
But the fact that they had space guns
But it
and
was
were
so
firing.
It was so subtle though when they were chasing him.
Yeah.
It was just like
but that's,
like
but
that
that was
they
the
were-
that was the cool
and then
part
when
of
they
the movie.
ram him off of that crater and just like
But that was the cool part of the movie is trying to explain there's no sound in space.
Which was
there's
really
only what
cool.
you hear, which is
Exactly.
probably
It was
only what
awesome.
they heard.
which is like
I also
Yeah.
like that they kept the pirates ominous.
Yeah.
They just-
show
they just
Johnny
disappeared.
Depp get out and go. "Arr,
they
you
should
know,
they
the
talked
rescue
about
kids."
that though.
Yeah.
Honestly, I want to see that movie.
This
Johnny
movie-
Depp in space.
Yes.
Applebee's.
I want to see the movie of the space pirates on the fucking moon.
Oh.
That sounds way more cool.
Did you guys see Ice Pirates?
No.
That's
Did
basically
anybody?
what this is. I saw it. I don't own it though.
Fill us in on what Ice Pirates is.
Ice Pirates. It's an older like 80s 70s movie and they're in space and they're ice pirates. They get their nuts cut off.
Do they need ice?
The ice their nuts that got cut off.
It's just,
Got it.
That's all
Ice
I'm
wounds.
saying. I really was very into this movie.
was
I got
captivating.
very tired for sure though, just because like the ominous noises while Brad Pitt floated around for like 30 minutes at
Let's-
a time, which is it's good. It's just like okay, I got like woo.
But the soundtrack, his use of sound and even just noise, it was kind of just luminous in the background. I really liked that. Like always,
I
there
liked
was
it
something
too,
in
but
the
it
background.
puts me to sleep.
I thought it was fucking awesome.
Should we do scores?
Score it
Let's
up.
hear it.
Who wants to go to first? I want Tom to go first. Actually,
I don't want to go. Okay, I'll go first.
Who
Okay,
votes Tyler
so
to go first? Tyler,
so
go first.
going first, I really liked it. Going in, I didn't know what to expect. The trailer is fucking just people shooting each other on the moon and him falling off a thing and surviving.
People are gonna go see this and hate
Oh,
it.
that was the other thing. him falling off, the space pirates, the baboon. I feel like those are the 3 parts that they were like, let's really amp this up, because we've seen somebody fall to Earth before in gravity. We've
It was
seen
pretty cool though. I was pretty hyped. The
I'm not saying,
shot of just him climbing on it was just like, ooh, that's fucking.
Even
fantastic.
the moon pirate part was cool. Even the baboon part was cool. It's just
him falling.
It felt so out of place. It just
literally
felt
they're like we don't want to talk about you falling.
right.
It's like
right.
what
Like
the fuck?
that last
Wasn't
5
that a
minutes
big
scene that was
deal?
you good job surviving.
Yeah,
No,
we
we're gonna send you right
have
back
no
up.
desire to talk about that.
We're actually gonna send you
at
2
all.
billion miles further than what you were.
billion.
You want to fall again?
So
Sorry.
What's your score?
it also gave me 2001 Space Odyssey vibes for sure, which is awesome.
I felt that, yeah.
But now that we're talking about it,
Interstellar, yeah.
and we're talking about these random events, like, ooh, the space monkeys, the space pirates killing people, and it also kind of gave me the same vibes I felt when I was watching Annihilation. Just because out of nowhere, it's like, boom, you're fucking killed by a bear. Boom, there's a fucking thing in your stomach.
Okay.
Boom, you're fucking mutilated. It had
guess-
these boom moments. Like when that dude, it's like showing this dude's hand, and his face and his nose is gone.
Right.
I think it needed those parts because this movie would have been pretty hollow without them.
I don't know.
I didn't really like them. I liked the space pirate part. I liked when he fell, but
I feel like things
the
could
monkey
have
part was
been.
pretty
I feel like things with that. I feel like things could have been toned back and still had the same impact. That's all I'm saying.
They either
it just
needed
felt
to
so
develop-
like 2 different movies.
they needed to develop these things more and take out that stuff or add more of that stuff. Or because they didn't develop, I didn't care about him and his dad. I didn't care about all that stuff. The story of him, like, I have to go blow up this shit because there's radio.
Tommy Lee Jones did a really good job, though.
Yeah.
Liv Tyler did a really good job.
Yeah.
Oh man, just doing the same shit she did in Armageddon. Just waiting for someone who's gone. What a bitch.
Anyways,
I want to get everyone's words in here. We're almost out of.
We are almost out. So I'm summing it up. I liked it. I'm gonna buy it. Do we rate on a 10,
No, don't.
10 scale?
well, yeah. So, what do you think as far as the score? What do you think? 1 out of 10.
No, I think it was nice to look at. It was pleasant to hear. It was fucking weird to me. I loved how weird the movie was.
I said that like 30 minutes. I was like, this is a really weird.
But it was awesome. I love that kind of shit, man. It's like the ugly pretty girl in the room. You're like, damn. I kind of don't want to do it, but I will.
Oh shit!
You know what I mean?
I just want to do it.
I would give it. Christ, probably 8.
Wow. Oh, wow.
I
okay.
really,
Okay.
really liked it.
Okay.
It was,
Really?
it was
Good
better
for
than
you.
Gravity. Gravity.
Oh yeah,
Gravity was
definitely.
good.
I hands down agree though. Gravity.
It was
better than Gravity for sure.
Life
How
was
about that?
life was good, but it was definitely not that great.
Better than Gravity, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Better than Gravity.
No, I did.
Sandra Bullock struggled way too hard, and Brad Pitt made it look easy.
But not. Yeah. They're very similar actually to
Yeah,
this.
very similar.
But
That's what I was saying. This guy watched all these movies and tried to make a mishmash
personally,
of it all.
I thought Brad Pitt did a way better job than Sandra Bullock.
And George
That's
Clooney.
Easy. I mean, that
Yeah.
Sandra Bullock is the. If it wasn't Sandra Bullock in Gravity, that's a perfect.
And I guess
movie.
I'll score it next. Just
Yes.
so
8 out of 10.
Yeah, 8 out of 10.
You liked it as much as it too.
It too is now a 9.5 out of 10.
Oh.
I saw it twice. I appreciate it more the second time. It chapter 2. Take my cash, fella.
Telling go to the bathroom.
Just fire me. Fire me.
So
If we made money.
yeah,
if this channel made money, I'd fire talent.
I stand my ground. I think the movie was great for 2 things. The cinematography, just the way it was filmed, it was fantastic. I'd love to see this guy do another sci-fi without those Hollywood parts.
Yes.
And I absolutely love Brad Pitt in it. I thought he did a fantastic job. I actually heard that he channeled some of his character from his actual life with alcoholism, with leaving Angie, all that crap. He kind of channeled literally into this movie, which is kind of cool. And kudos to him. I really liked watching him, and I really liked the visuals of this movie. The third thing that just cuts it pretty big for me is those parts where it was just like, baboon, what the fuck? Like, it could have been subtler. It could have been
But you
anything.
think it was cool.
I did.
Yeah.
But that's the thing.
There just like,
But
Out of place.
It was
but
giant baboon
I guess what I'm
behind
saying.
him.
I guess what I'm saying is like the movie was going in a direction, and then as soon as a baboon hit, it was a CG baboon, by the way. It was just like
that was a real monkey.
Flying in space really good.
This is the thing. You could have easily had a real animal in a cage or even out doing something crazy, and it would have been like, whoa. But instead, they did a CG baboon that was eating a guy's face. It's like, anyways.
Well, it's like that woman that was killed by or attacked by a monkey like 6 years ago.
Yeah, with that
fucking ate her face.
That didn't happen. That's all fake news.
No,
anyway,
that's fake news.
So
that old woman's not real.
Okay. So anyway, it cut it for me dramatically because I felt like
her face eaten off.
I feel like
she's digested.
I feel like the tone of the movie for the most part was going in the right direction for me as a viewer. I was really digging it, except for those few parts where it was like, okay, you're just pandering to the Fast and Furious people or whoever else is watching this movie. You're pandering to those people that need the action to fill up the drama, to fill whatever else that's mundane. You know, what's happening in the movie. I personally give it a 6 out of 10.
Got it. Off of that, pandering to the people, though, I mean, who's it pandering to, though? Because those parts weren't nearly enough to...
That's why I feel like
warrant those Fast and Furious people. They don't give a fuck. They're going to watch that movie like...
No, listen.
God damn, that was fucking slow.
The reason they were watching the movie is because of the trailer. Think about the trailer. What does it show? Brad Pitt falling from the fucking sky and
the space
pirate part. That's like...
That's why I wanted to see this, because I was so just like, what is this movie?
And that's why I'm saying Fast and Furious people would go see this because of the trailer, because it's all it is action, when it's not.
But my problem is Interstellar just barely came out, not that long ago.
Okay.
And there weren't any of those parts like that. It was very quiet, thinking relationships, like crazy space ideas and everything. There was no crazy baboon fucking bullshit, no shooting with guns at all. We've already seen this movie, and it was fantastic.
Okay.
So why did they make this movie? I honestly feel like this movie was like, I want to make Interstellar.
Okay.
I feel like it was a fresh take.
But I think the only thing that differentiates all of these movies to this movie, and I guess it's something big we should probably talk about, there is no other life out there in the galaxy.
I loved that.
And that's the only thing that I feel like there's. And the end of all these movies is always like hope and like things that are out there and blah blah blah, all that. But the end of the movie, you find out like they've looked.
Nothing.
There's nothing. It's just
that's
us.
The thing, though.
We should look at ourselves.
That was it.
I appreciated that.
I really liked that, but this was Interstellar without the black hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's about it. They're looking for life outside of our life to improve our life, and Interstellar went a little more deep and weird with it by the end. But this movie just did all that exact same stuff with monkeys and space pirates, but and then didn't do anything.
But at the end, they survived.
What's the director's name?
Right?
They survived in this movie too.
But it's not because they went out. It's because they actually looked in. Does that make sense?
Whoa, Brian!
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what the movie was trying to say. It's
I know, but where did you look in from, though? You looked in from...
we rely on each other, not on, like, outer space, going to a different, like, time, black hole, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like, instead of relying on whatever's out there, it was like, we got out there, and it was like, actually... all it is us, and we should go right back think about us.
That's exactly what Interstellar said, though. Because he needed to rely on Anne Hathaway,
but with time travel.
I know. That's what I'm saying. This movie was Interstellar without the black hole and time travel stuff. That's like about all it was. I just feel like it was. I feel like it was half baked. I feel like they had a good idea and they didn't know where to go with it because the whole story with him and his dad was stupid. In my opinion, when that tear fell down his eye, that was fantastic. But that's good acting. That's not this. But then when I thought of in the context of it, I was like, I don't care. Why does he care that much?
This guy should remake Jason X.
Oh, goddamn.
Jesus Christ.
The space horror movie.
Tell him,
I know what Jason X is.
Why do you do that to my heart, man? God.
Because you can make it good. Make Jason good
again. I appreciate this movie more than I liked it. I think it was misguided. I totally get why it got delayed for a long fucking time. I think it was a couple years. It's been delayed for a while. It's been delayed for I don't know how long, but I think it's been a while.
Wow.
Brad Pitt was fantastic. Still want to fuck him. So that was great. I love him. How come his hair and his beard didn't grow on the
It did.
80-day?
On the way there.
On the way
It did
there,
a little.
No.
no,
The
it
way
did not
back
grow.
it
It
was.
did not grow at all. Look at my hair. It's grown twice as long from
Since we've
last
seen the
Thursday.
movie. Since we've seen the movie, it's grown twice as long.
No, he had that short haircut and just a tiny stubble, and the lady was like, "It's going to be an 80-day travel." He should have had like a beard by
Was it
then.
also interesting
2
that,
months?
that he
Over 2 months?
he had the exact same like hairdo and everything as Tyler Durden?
I did not.
Was that kind of? Is that kind of? It was just like that up front, like
This is just another spin-off of Edward Norton.
like I was expecting him to say like, "Do not talk about Fight Club."
Rule number 2.
Yeah,
Rule number 1: don't talk about my dad. I mean, Fight Club.
I was really.
Rule number
expecting
2.
him to say.
But
See rule number 1.
I was kind of annoyed by that because it was 80 days and his facial hair didn't.
It grew a
change.
little.
Yeah.
But
I
then
promise.
with how like no, it did not.
It
No,
did.
no, 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 no.
Little.
It did later.
But 80
that,
it
those
did
80
more.
days. That is 2.5
80
months.
days.
Maybe he did hyper fucking
See, that's 2.5 months.
I've seen Brad Pitt every day of his life.
And it would have worked better if it did grow. If he did get a little scraggly and weird because he was losing his mind through all that. But it's just like I have the perfect trimmed beard. My hair is.
It was good. It was almost CG looking by the way.
You know
my
what
hair
I'm
was
think
perfect the whole time. That kind of bugged me. Anyway, my rating for the movie. Honestly, I would probably give it a 5. I give it a 5.
I have one more complaint.
I really enjoyed it. But I have a lot of problems with it.
Appreciated it
More than I liked it. Just like I said with Blade Runner 2049, that movie was fantastic.
It
It's
was.
beautiful. It's very amazing.
God, I
but
love
it is a long ass fucking boring movie.
Ooh,
And you
good.
have got to have the time and the mind frame to enjoy movies like this.
My complaint is that Cinemark's Powerade made me walk out of the movie twice.
You did walk out of the movie twice.
I had
Yeah,
to.
you did. You
I
walked
had to-
out fast.
I had to piss.
It wasn't just like you were like.
I thought you were mad.
It wasn't
the
like-
movie was
it wasn't
bliss.
like-
sucks.
I thought you had to go step in the sun and wake up because
Dude,
you
it
fall asleep
hit me like a fucking.
It wasn't a
sack
slow
of
like.
rocks. Yeah.
It was kick that shit down.
No, I was.
It was.
fucking jogged out.
Jesus Christ.